Okay, so while I was at my mom's, okay, so about Angel. So while I was at my mom's, I was telling her how difficult it is for Angel here and what the dog whisperer said. And my mom doesn't really believe in that stuff like I do. But she knows dogs have feelings and they must feel something, and it sounded logical, so I think she kind of went with it. So, I'm telling her this stuff, and she was like, oh, I really enjoyed little Angel while I was there. She's such a sweet girl, and, stuff like that. So I kind of started being like, well, what if Angel could come and live with you? And her immediate response was, oh, I just don't know. That dogs are a big responsibility. I'm 85 years old. And I was like, Mom, I think it would be so good for you, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, Angel, and her personality, she's like, Angel is probably the only dog in the universe that would be perfect for my mom, because she does well. While I was at my mom's, okay, so about Angel. So while I was at my mom's, I was telling her how difficult it is for Angel here and what the dog whisperer said. And my mom doesn't really believe in that stuff like I do. But she knows dogs have feelings and they must feel something, and it sounded logical, so I think she kind of went with it. So I'm telling her this stuff, and she was like, oh, I really enjoyed little Angel while I was there. She's such a sweet girl, and, stuff like that. So I kind of started being like, well, what if Angel could come and live with you? And her immediate response was, oh, I just don't know. That dogs are a big responsibility. I'm 85 years old. And I was like, Mom, I think it would be so good for you, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, Angel, and her personality, she's like, Angel is probably the only dog in the universe that would be perfect for my mom, because she does what you tell her to do. Like, if you tell her to go to bed, she goes and gets in her bed. If you tell her to go outside, she goes outside. You tell her to come in, she comes in. Hey, stop barking. Go to bed. That was Rizzo. She's a very good dog in that respect. And I told my mom, I said, the only bad thing is that she kills squirrels. My mom's like, that's awesome. I want her. I was like, Mom. Anyway, so it seems today is the deadline, because Angel is Blake's dog from when he was a child. And Blake agreed that he would make a final decision as to whether or not he was going to let her go today. And I really think he's going to let her go. I really do. So I already called the airlines and booked her a reservation to fly with us under the seat. And I had the dog whisperer talk to her, because one of the things Blake said was, wonder what Angel would think, how she would feel. Guys, get your tissue ready. Okay, get your tissue ready. So I sent a message to the Dog Whisperer on Facebook. And I was like, hey, you know, I just need a couple of minutes for you to find something out from Angel. Can you tell me when you can make time? So the next day, she just called me. She didn't message me back and tell me when. She just called me. And she's like, hey, I'm calling to talk to you about Angel. And I said, okay, this is the deal. We want to take Angel. She knew that. Okay, I gotta stop and think this through. I gotta stop putting stamps back on and pay attention to my conversation. So I told her, I said, you remember how he told you that Angel was going to go live with her boy? And she's like, yeah. And I said, well, that didn't happen, and it's not going to happen. And I said, there's another situation that has come to light, and we'd like to know how Angel feels about it. And the lady said, I said, it's with my mom. And Angel and my mom met when my mom came and stayed with us for a couple weeks, a few years ago. So she talked to Angel, and she does do it over the phone. I prefer for her to come to the house, but she will do it over the phone as well. So she said, Angel is telling me that she remembers your mom, and that she remembers them when your mom would sit down. Angel said she would lay right next to her leg, like perpendicular to her leg, and your mom would just very gently stroke her. And she remembered feeling very loved when your mom would pet her like that. And she's telling me that if her boy has outgrown her, that she would really love to have a new purpose, because right now she has no purpose. So she said she would be very happy to live with your mom. And then I said, well, can you tell her that she would have to go on an airplane, and it might be kind of scary, and blah, blah, blah. And so she says, Angel says she understands. And that she said, I told her that she would be on the floor by your feet, and it wouldn't take too long for her to get there. And she said that was good. She didn't want it to take too long to get there. And I said, yeah, the only thing is we still have to wait for Blake to make a final decision, and we have to make sure my mom is 100% with this. Even though she says she is, sometimes my mom changes her mind. So she said, Angel is telling me no matter what your mom says, you need to take her with you. She says, even if your mom doesn't think she can handle it, take her with you. Because she says, if I get there, it will be different. And I said, well, I don't think my mom's going to change my mind. My mom has called me almost every day since I've been back and wanted to know how Angel is. Not to mention, she said, I was telling my mom I need to get her scheduled for a vet appointment. I've got to get her a ticket, blah, blah, blah. My mom's like, I'll pay for everything. I'll pay whatever she needs. I'll pay for it. Just like, I don't know, kind of want this to be a gift, but we'll see how much it all costs. So anyway, that was the big story. I'm super excited. If you guys knew how much my mom was not a dog person, you could understand. I called my sister, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday. And I said, hey, has mom told you what she's thinking about doing? And she's like, no, what's she thinking about doing? And I said, she's thinking about getting a dog. She's like, what? Seriously, I was just, surprised and blown away by my sister's reaction. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited about this. All right, listen, guys, I am going to come back later when I look presentable. And right now I am enjoying the beautiful aromatherapy. I have my wax warmer on with, what is it? Caramel fudge brownie. Oh, how awesome is it that we can just at least smell the stuff and it doesn't make us get fatter? All right, talk to you later. Bye. Oh, the hair is getting long. I definitely will be getting a haircut before I go to my mom's, but man, I wish she would like make it drastic. But anyway, I like it. I don't miss my long hair ever. Ever. I don't. So, if you guys have been around for a while, you know that I have a little issue when it comes to Christmas. And my issue is that I have this little depression thing about Christmas being over. And every day that it gets so much closer to Christmas, I get a little bit sad because I enjoy that mystic, just fantastic feeling of everybody's Christmas trees up in their windows and their lights are Christmas lights, and decorating our house and traveling to my mom's. And after Thanksgiving, because I decorate so early, not because, but that's, anyway, once it hits December 1st, I start getting this little bit of, as every day passes, like, I love Christmas. I love the season, not just the day. I love the day because I know what it means, and I know that my Savior is born. But I don't want it to go away. I don't want to have to wait another year to feel that just Christmas spirit. And, you know, yeah. So I mention it every year that I have that. Because I know there's other people out there. But this year, what I'm looking forward to is when I have to put all the Christmas stuff away, I have this wonderful feeling of our new business is going to be rocking after Christmas. And we can create things and alter things we already have for our new business. And that part is exciting. So, I am used to the house the way it is, though. We like wood. We like our wood to look like wood. And although I really like the look of farmhouse, the painted furniture, I just don't know how to pull it off in my house. So I may just start with the dining room and go from there, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm headed off to the doctor to get my cortisone shots. If you don't mind saying a prayer for me that it works as good as last time. Because once it started wearing off, it was much more painful than it was before the shots. So, anyway, I sold some of my cards, but my card lady is not buying all of my cards. She bought the ones that did not have Magnolia Tilda, and I thought she loved Magnolia Tilda, so I guess it's time to make some cards without Magnolia Tilda. Anyway, I will see you guys later. I'm going to do some shopping. Good Lord willing, I will be able to take you shopping with me, and we can do that together. All right. Happy Scrappy Day. Bye. Outside at our house. She is watching those people walking around the lake, and she barks at them. But she never acts like she's going to go over the side. But it's like she's watching her kingdom. And it's funny because she's named after a tiger who belongs to a king who has a kingdom. There's Rizzo. She is beautiful, but she's a pain in the butt. Office place is. Dinner. Look at my steak. Oh, and look at this.
That food tastes okay.
The food is tasting awesome.
Perfect. Can't grab anything else for y'all.
I don't know.
He's got to get his life together.
He does have to get his life together.
Me too. I'm just young enough that it's acceptable.
That's true. Lucky you.
Well, I'll come back up and check on y'all.
All right, thanks. That's Honey's dinner. He needs to get his life together. The waitress says he needs to get his life together. And I didn't take you shopping with me, and I'm here to tell you why. So I went yesterday to get my cortisone injections. And last time I took Savannah with me because I didn't know how I would feel, you know, after the injections. I didn't know if I'd be up to driving or, you know, how much pain or whatever. So I went alone. And this time didn't go as well as last time. And I had been, you know, told that every cortisone injection can be different. And I also got told yesterday the fact that the pain only lasted 15 minutes. And then I was like my old self again was quite unusual. So yesterday I got done and I was in a lot of pain. Even the injection itself was much, much more painful than before. And I started remembering I have bone spurs and I have very expensive inserts for my shoes, and I can take them out and move them to whatever shoe I'm wearing. But I got an injection in my heel for that. 12, 13, 14 years ago. And I remember now going through the roof with that shot and thinking, I'll never do that again. And my inserts have kept me from having pain from my bone spurs, so I didn't need that again. But it just started bringing back these memories. Anyway, I read my notes and my chart, and he did say that I did very well for the injections, but I've been told by other doctors I have a pretty high pain tolerance. More on that in a minute. So I went to Big Lots, and I was looking for stuff for Savannah's kitchen, for gifts for Christmas. And they didn't have any like pretty colors like she wants. She wants pretty colored stuff. She has a favorite color, and I didn't find anything. But I did grab a few things while I was there, and Honey called me while I was shopping. And he's like, I said, it sounds like you're driving. And he goes, I am. I just pulled in the driveway. My boss let me go early because I told him we were going out for your birthday dinner, and he let me go early. So I think I hear him getting up. There he is. Coffee's ready.
Thank you. Where's your hand?
It still hurts really bad. I did speak to the doctor's office. I'll give you the lowdown in a minute.
You told me that at 5 this morning. Right?
No, that was the on-call doctor.
Oh.
I called and spoke to the actual person at the office.
Okay.
And I'll give you the lowdown in a minute.
Blake's not going to Phoenix.
Why?
You said he had an eerie, uneasy feeling.
Wow.
Like he might get in trouble down there or something like that. So he's just going to not go this time.
Well, that's weird, because I have an eerie, uneasy feeling about you putting that cover on the camper by yourself. No, don't laugh. I do. And especially because it's windy.
Oh, if it's windy, I'm not going to attempt it.
I don't know. I'm really uncomfortable with it. Especially you being home by yourself. And I'm sure they would agree.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
good.
just concentrate on the work of the building.
Okay. All right. I forgot where I was at. Oh, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm really glad you called because I don't feel like shopping. I just felt I had pressured myself into shopping, so I'm going to come home. So I came home and I was lying. He was, getting ready to get in the shower, and I was lying on the bed. And Shiva decided to jump on the bed. And that's okay. But she used my throat to springboard across. I thought I was going to lose it. But at least she didn't jump on my hands. So anyway, we went to dinner, and I managed to enjoy dinner very, very much, and enjoy Honey's company, and how on occasion he chooses to, how do I say, give the waiter or waitress interesting stories to tell when they get home or to their coworkers or whatever. He's pretty funny at the restaurant. So anyway, we got home. We had started watching Jurassic World the night before, and we didn't finish it. So I put it on and we watched it, and all of a sudden I just like broke down just sobbing. And he's like, what's the matter? I was like, it hurts so bad. It did. It hurts so bad. And I've been told I have a high pain tolerance. But anyway, I'm trying to do measurements here. 7.5 by 1 3/4. So anyway, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna work tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was like so stressed out. I slept about 4 hours, and I woke up to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I laid there for 35-40 minutes, and I got up, and I was like, I'm gonna at least call the office and leave a message so that I can get a call from the doctor first thing. So I called, and it gave me an option that if I was an existing patient and I wanted to speak to the on-call doctor to do that. So I got a hold of the answering service. I told the lady, I was like, I don't want to wake anybody up. I really don't want to wake anybody up. She's like, no, the doctor's on call. That's their job. It's fine. So she called me back, and she was very, very nice. I have two, my doctors are actually both men, but this was a lady. And she said, I've had those types of injections before, and I completely understand the amount of pain you're in. And regardless of how pain tolerant you are, your hands have the most, what does she say, nerves, of sensory things of any part of your body. So this type of injection into your hand, the pain is going to be much more intense than in other parts of your body, because there's not as much sensory receptors in other parts of your body. She says, so I don't want you to feel bad of how much pain you're in, because it's real, and I know. So, they wanted to give me some hard painkillers, and I was like, no, they'll just make me throw up, and I rather would not throw up, and I'd rather have the pain than be throwing up. So I said, okay. So tell me what over-the-counter medication to take and how often to take it. And she did both her the on-call doctor and the doctor I talked to this morning both said, this is temporary. It will go away. What happens is they put that injection into your hand and it takes time for that to absorb into your body. So right now, that already inflamed area gets all that cortisone in there and it aggravates it. And until it's absorbed, it's going to hurt. So she did say that when I take the over-the-counter pain meds that I should try to move it as much as I can, but it's bad. So I did talk to the doctor yesterday about surgery. He did say that he thought I needed to have surgery. And in talking with Honey, I'll have to go over the work schedule, but probably no later than the end of February. I want to get the surgery done. I may even look at the weather reports and find out if there are any times where they're expecting heavy snow or we might close anyway. But I'm definitely going to get the surgery. I was told that it's 100% success rate. The only risks are with the anesthesia. It's a 1-hour surgery. I have a little video I did while he was showing me, and I will try to remember to insert that. But basically, I thought it was here, and it's not. It's actually, there's a little bone right there, and that bone will come completely out, and therefore won't be rubbing on any other bones because it will be gone, and they will take tendons out of my arm and put tendons in there that will move my thumb. How cool is that? So I'm going to be kind of like the Bionic Rena. But the hard part's going to be taking a week off. And I'm not too horribly worried about it. Well, I was only thinking about the money I would be personally losing. I have to remember I will be also, oh my God, I'll also be losing the income of the shop to pay the bills at the shop. And everybody says being a business owner is like, you're so lucky you own a business. And I guess for some it is, but not when you're the only one who can do the part of the job that's required. I mean, like, I can do every part. I can do bathing, I can do drying, I can do dematting, I can do nail clipping, ear cleaning, I can do all the clipping, the scissor work. I can do everything from start to finish. Whereas my team, they have one section that they can do, and they can't actually finish the groom without me. So I know Savannah desperately wants to learn to groom, but there's so many aspects of that. It's like getting dogs that people know someone's learning on, and you know, the chance of the dog getting cut, and that literally that responsibility falls on me. And then, you know, just the motivation to spend extra time there learning and stuff. There's just so many aspects to it. So, good Lord willing, we'll work those out, and I'll be able to take a week off without closing the business. And, yeah. All right. With that said, that's why I didn't take you shopping with me yesterday. And looking forward to this not hurting as bad. This hand actually, it's sore, but that's great. This hand, let's see about moving this up. And when I close my hand like this, my those parts of my finger, like right here, feel like my heart is beating through them. So, not so good. But anyway, couple days, I can live through it. I did ask, I said, so because I had such a difficult time, does that mean my results will be different? She's like, oh no, your results could be heavenly again. We just don't know. So if you are inclined to pray for me, thank you. If you're not, good thoughts, good wishes, I would appreciate them. And I'll see you guys soon, hopefully with good information. Oh, one more good thing. And this is what I did. I called my mom last night and I said, do you want the good news or you want the bad news? And she said, the bad news. So I told her the bad news. And then I said, okay, now the good news. And she goes, what's that? I go, we got the green light on taking Angel. So Blake gave the final thumbs up and I scheduled her for a dental cleaning and I already got her flight booked. And my mom was like, oh, what do I need for her? Tell me what I need. And we were like, no, we'll go shopping while we're down there and we'll do it together. So really, really, really happy about that. Okay. Have a good week, guys, and I'll see you later in the week with part 2. Bye.
I don't know what I've done here. So that bone right there
Okay.
is the bone that is being rubbed on.
Okay.
Okay.
And so you take that whole bone out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you replace it with...
Tendon. It looks like that. So
Wow.
let me show you on your hand. It's this bone down in here. It's not this one.
Oh, okay. Okay.